Hello and welcome back to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 21, Week 4, Round 2. After the crazy battle I had last round, I'm hoping for something easier. Let's see who we're facing. My opponent today is named Adrian, so let's look at the matchup. Alright, on the hotbot overview, I have almost all of the green on my side. Let's take a closer look. Checking out the stats, there's nothing here that jumps off the board at me. He's a good player, 765,000 lifetime banners, definitely successful most of the time. His ratio of defense to offensive wins is actually a little high, 38%, but that's not exactly what I saw on the online history. It looked to me like he sets one or two really tough squads, and then the rest are definitely beatable, but he does only have 64 clears total, so maybe I'm missing something on the history. Maybe there's a tougher back zone waiting for me than I'm expecting. We will see. Comparing our rosters, I've got about 200,000 more GP overall. I also have the advantage on top 80 and top 65. I've got 10 more Zetas and a little bit more speed. My big advantage is that I have 16 more Gear 13s than my opponent. He has 19 more Gear 12s, so maybe it's not as big an advantage as I'm thinking. I also have a pretty sizable advantage when it comes to mods, over 100 more 6-stop mods than he does, and significantly more mods with high-speed secondaries. And even the relics, I have an advantage. 204 total relic levels to 194, which I guess is to be expected when I have so many more Gear 13s. Checking out the meta character report, and my opponent has SLKR, so we're even in terms of Galactic Legends, and we're also even when it comes to ships. Neither of us have the Executor. So let's take a quick look at his roster. He's running Negotiator in Fleet and SLKR in Arena. He also has unlocked Jedi Knight Luke, although he's only Gear 12 at the moment. But most of what we see here in terms of his relics are the characters he needed for SLKR and for Jedi Knight Luke, along with a really strong Darth Revan squad and a Relic 7 Vader as well. He's got good Separatist droids. Nothing here is out of the ordinary whatsoever. Everything looks good. No big holes in the roster, and nothing when we look down at the bottom of his roster that screams that he's missing something. You can see he's left his Bad Batch all at level 1 Gear 1, not farming them at all. And he also hasn't geared up Moff Gideon or the armor at all. But those aren't glaring omissions. His roster's really solid. So, since this is the second round of the week, I'm able to do my battles on the weekend, so I was able to wait till the last moment before attacking. We've got an hour and a half left in the attack phase, and my opponent has already gone. Let me show you how the board looks. So, he was able to clear everything except for my back zone. I knew from his history that he was going to keep his SLKR for offense, so I put a relatively tough defense down here in the front, trying to get him to use his SLKR in the front so he wouldn't have it for the back. I think I was successful doing that. I'm not sure. I put Gas, Padme, Shot Clones, and JTR up front. He one-shot all of these. And that allowed me to put Jedi Master Luke in the back. He did try twice and was unable to clear him, but he one-shot all my other squads here pretty efficiently. And then up top, same thing. I put a decently strong but not crazy defense up top, the normal stuff I've been setting, the First Order squads, Grievous. He one-shot all of these as well. And then in the back, I knew that he was going to save both his Negotiator Malevolence for offense, so I put both mine down on defense, and he was able to one-shot them as well. So I do have some wiggle room in that if I just full clear, I should win, because he wasn't able to clear my Jedi Master Luke, but I do need to get the full clear. Facing me on defense, he's got his own gas squad, Mando Grievous and IG-11, his own Grievous team, and Karth. Down on the bottom, he's got Night Sisters, his Darth Revan squad, a Boss Bounty Hunters, and Shot Clones. What I could tell from the history is that he counts on his Darth Revan and his gas team getting him most of the holds, so he doesn't get full cleared very often, and that allows him to win even though he doesn't full clear every time. So I've saved the teams I think I need to get everything down. We will start on the bottom and open up the back and see if we can get it done. So we're going to jump right in with his hardest team, his Darth Revan. I think the reason he gets so many holds is because his Darth Revan's pretty fast, like 330 something. But my Darth Revan is faster because I never took off the mods I had on him when he was my arena team. I think he's currently at 343, something like that. So I am faster. I will get out in front. That doesn't mean this is going to be a win, or even if it is a win, a clear victory. But going first and getting that first stun on the fear on him is always advantageous. So we'll do our best to get rid of Basti here before she can do anything bad. Stuck behind Darth Maul. Shock on him. Let's go ahead and I really want to use my lightning, but I have got Death Mark on Revan already, so we will just hit Revan and try and clean him up. That was really unfortunate to get stuck like that. Sometimes Death Mark is great, and sometimes it feels like it works against you. So we're just down to Malik. He almost got my Revan down there, but this should do it. Only a 50, but I will take it. Now the other three teams down here at the bottom aren't particularly hard. I think he maybe miscalculated a little bit in terms of setting his defense. It would have been better for him to force me to burn some better squads down here so that I might be a little more conflicted about what I can and can't save for the back. But as it is, this Night Sister squad, I'm just going to take Bosk with Mando, and shouldn't be a problem, knock on wood. So we will go ahead and get the taunt up. We got to work our way through Zombie so that we can get to Daka to start getting our contract. And it looks like we're going to end up getting a couple kills here before our contract's even done. So there's one out of the three. Let's heal up and keep getting the contract when we can. Gotta get our way through Zombie again. Let's pull the taunt back up. And that's fine. We'll work our way through Zombie. And the contract's there. So as soon as Mando gets a turn here, we'll get rid of Talzin so she can't spread more plague. And we only have one more kill we need to get before Daka's permadead, so we will see if we can get that done. There we are. I think I'm all full on health and protection, so should be a 54. Next up, we will go after his Bosk, and even though he's got Nest in there, I'm going to go ahead and bring Geos. Sometimes with higher geared Nests, the Geos stall out on her rather, but this Nest is only gear 11, so as soon as a big hit comes up for Spy, I'll take Nest out. In the meantime, we'll just work our way through Boba and Bosk. One kill on Boba. We need to heal up because we need to clear off the days so that we can get my assists going. Oh, and I fat fingered. I didn't push heal. We gotta wait until we get back around to the heal on GBA. Or we just wait till they fall off. Either way works. Bosk should be dead soon anyway. So next time I get the heal, I'll just heal. So let's do that. We only need one more kill on Boba. And hopefully my big hit's up. Perfect. Only a 51 though. Alright, so with this Shock Clones, I'm going to see if my Nest can solo it. I think she should be able to. And if she fails, I've got a backup plan for it. Again, I'm not worried about efficiency here. I just need to clear the board, and I will get the win. So the thinking here is Shock and all these clones are only gear 12, so no one big hit is going to be enough to take Ness down, and all the little hits are just going to fuel her bonus protection. So I'll shut up, put this on fast forward, and hopefully results in a win. Excellent. Alright, let's see what is waiting for me in the back. Some Geos. Wow, really low gear. Rogue One. So nothing back here scary at all. I think we can safely go back up to the top and start working through those. Alright, so gas. I have saved CLS with Han and Shupio. I don't know if this is going to work after Gas's change. All the changes to General Skywalker with his protection recovery. So this might be a fail. I kept my Jedi Knight Luke just in case. So that if either my Darth Revan or this Skywalker counter failed, I'd have a backup plan. Which pained me a little bit when I set my defenses because it wasn't going to be as strong as it could have been, but I didn't want to be caught not being able to clear. So let's see if we can get Luke to sit down quickly. Not Luke. Anakin. Almost. This should do it. And then we need to get 5s down first. And even if we can't get 5s and Rex down before Skywalker stands up, if we get one of them, that would be enough. Okay. So like I said, this could fail, and I do have the backup plan. But it'd be really nice if I can finish this off. Or at least get it down to a solo gas. Yeah, this could definitely be a fail. Stun? Yeah, okay. That's okay. I kind of had a feeling that might not work. But we have our backup plan. We'll go right back in with Jedi Knight Luke, Old Ben, and Hermit Yoda and clean him up. At least that's the plan. So we'll go and put this on here. Get-go. And do that. One more hit should be enough. Let's ability block him. Alright. So even though it's a 2-shot, I'm going to call that a success. Grievous will be next, and I have my Jedi Knight Revan for that. I've been shying away from using my Night Sisters as my counter for Grievous in 3s at least, because it's just so unpredictable. We are not going to mark anything yet. I'd like to get B1 down first, but I need him to come out of stealth. So until then, we will just go hit on Magna Guard. And hopefully V1 will show himself soon. There he is. And we should have our markup next. There it is. And we'll work B1 down. For 3s especially, I like getting B1 down first, because otherwise he just sits and heals Grievous over and over and over again. But I don't like how they're going after Jolie, so we'll call him to assist to get some protection back. And we'll get the heal on him too. If we get another mark, we'll go right after Grievous. Bypass Magna. Let's get some foresight up. This is looking like it's going to end up being just a 51, but as long as I one-shot, I will be happy with this one. One more hit. Nice. And we'll finish it. Alright. For this Mando team, I'm gonna bring in Wedge with Chupio. This is my normal team that I would have CLS leading, but CLS went with Han and Chewie this time. So this should still be enough. We do need to just get through IG at some point, but I think it shouldn't be a problem. So there's Mando's one death. Oh yeah, at Gear 11, he was not that tanky. And there we go. Which leaves me with Karth. So we will go with Mon Mothma. All pretty standard counters today, I think. Although I am going to try and see if I can fit in a feat. I'd like to get the one where I use either, who is it? Chopper, Kanan, Ezra, something like that. Although I put Ezra on defense. Alright, so this is one of my preferred counters. I really like Mon Mothma against Karth because even if they go after Cara Dune, she's pretty tanky, and as long as she has potency up, she'll revive on her own. And then really the main reason is the summoned unit from Mon Mothma has a dispel on basic, so we constantly dispel Zalbar's taunt. He taunts a bunch, we dispel it a bunch. So it lets me get to Mission and Karth pretty easily. And even though I don't usually get a 54 because I can't get all of the protection back on Cara, it's usually decent banners. So for ships, I'm expecting his Home 1 and Malevolence. No, Finalizer. Home 1 and Finalizer. So that's kind of what I prepared for. I'm thinking Empire against his Rebels and Rebels against his Finalizer. So let's take on the Rebs first. Get our Thrawn. Put in 5s for the early target lock to force the taunt onto our bomber. And that should be good. So we're gonna go ahead and target lock right from the get-go. And that's gonna stay there because of Vader. And that forced that gets the taunt up on my bomber. As long as my bomber survives here, please survive. Holy moly, didn't survive. Not good. Okay, well this will probably be a fail. I was counting on the bomber to spread out the burning against his Millennium Falcon, and that didn't happen. So let's play this out, see if I can get anybody down, and then I'll probably bring in my own First Order to try and clean up. But this is looking like just an abject failure. The tricky thing about that is that the bomber is a crewless ship, so he's 7 stars. There's no way for me to make him more tanky. So, yeah, that was terrible. Alright, well, let's jump back in. We'll bring my own First Order squad. And you know what I should have done? I should have ditched out of that so that I didn't turn meter load them. So I'm not sure the order that they're going to be in right now. So I'm a little worried about that. And I'm not sure what other teams, what other things I can bring. I know I can bring this tank. And I know I can bring that tank. Bring a lot of tanks. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. And I can bring them. Okay, let's see if this works. I hope so. Let's see if my ship gamble of putting Negotiator and Malevolence on defense totally 100% backfired. Which is what it's looking like. Okay. Let's... My thought is give turn meter to crew, but he's about to go next anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dispel the buffs. And then we'll see if I can take out Biggs. Or at least come close. Oh, that was a mistake. I was supposed to call an assist. And you can see here, now I'm suffering the effects of not exiting out. Normally I'd be able to have gotten hunted on the Falcon with this particular setup, and the way it is now, it wasn't. So this is probably a loss too. Wow. Let's bring in a tank. Protect crew as long as I can. Put on the bombs. Although I don't know how to make him taunt, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat this freaking Rebels here. And Rebels is what I was planning on beating his Finalizer with. I do have my Bounty Hunters. I could try that as well. But, gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever done that. Alright, well at least we got something down this time. Let's bring something in that will actually taunt. Don't have any choice other than to keep going after Biggs here. But at least we got the other tank out. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can clean this up. Because he's going to start with no tank. And we're able to get another one out. So, crew is putting in some major work here. But, wow, not pretty. What does this do? I have no idea. Ability block. One of these calls a... Nope, let's do that. Yeah. Call the assist. Alright, well, we've got them down just to the Falcon. This started out really poorly, and I think it's not gonna be a win, but it's definitely something I can clean up. Oh, it is a win. Okay, you go crew. That pretty much was all crew. Alright, let's hope that my own rebels can do something here against his Finalizer. Right? decided to target Biggs for some reason. And they even put Hunted on one of my tanks. So all of that very fortuitous. We will do that. And as long as we can get his crew out, then it's pretty much over for him. Man, still reeling a little bit about that just shellacking I took with my Empire team. Was not expecting that whatsoever. We'll bring in the Phantom so we can get another reinforcement in quick. We're not gonna end this super fast, I don't think. Oh, I didn't need to wiggle there, probably. There goes my Y-Wing. Almost. I'll get another hit with him, at least one. And let's go ahead and bring in Cassian to call the assist. Alright. At least one of the fleet battles went well. Alright, since we survived that by the skin of our teeth, let's go back to the back and we will finish up there. Get this full clear and the victory. Man, those ships, though, really almost cost me. We'll start off Geos with Vader. I think we're okay just to take in just Vader and Thrawn should be plenty. These are only gear 12, and even though Vader's been nerfed, he still does do a lot of damage. So we will fracture the Brute, and we will Merciless. Haha, I didn't make the mistake that time. Let's go ahead and do that on the Brood, and we will throw on Spy, hit Sunfac, and hit the Brood, and hit the Brood Alpha, and we'll pass it back, heal up in the process. They should do it, maybe? Not quite. There we go. Alright, next we'll go after this Rogue One squad, and I would just solo with Wampa, but there is a feat right now having to do with Maul where you use some Phoenix, and I've already put Ezra on defense, like I said, so Chopper and Kanan it is, and we will just go in with no leader, and it won't matter because Wampa's just going to kill them all anyway. But we are going to lose banners off Kanan and off Ezra, or off Chopper rather. So that's a bummer, but it's worth the feat. If this had been just Wampa, he would have just smacked them all and they would be dead. Oh well. I shouldn't be complaining on a 53. Let's do Mon Mothma next, and I've got Traya, so we will do that. Somewhere I have Traya. Here we are. So I think we'll isolate Biggs when we get a chance, since his special calls in Wedge to assist. So, and then we'll go after Wedge since he has the AoE that I don't like. Even though I mean, I guess I don't severely outgear this team, but I feel like this should be a decent banner win, but I don't think it will be. We'll kill Wedge. Mon Mothma is probably going to just bring him right back. Got the hell by hatred. There he is. There he goes. And almost have Annihilate up. I don't don't even know if we'll get that far. Let's not even worry about isolating it. Let's just throw and kill. So, a little disappointing, only a 51 there. It's okay. Again, banners don't matter this round. I just need to finish it clear. And I got more than enough to make that happen. We will go with Bam here, because I think I should be able to get full banners. I mean, I guess I could have used something else on that Mon Mothma squad other than Treya, but let's go ahead and stun Finn and put up our foresight. And I think my Whistling Birds should take them out pretty well. We're going to attack to add to the Whistling Birds. And let's see what it kills. Only one. It's a bummer. Let's heal, actually. Because I'm going to kill him too fast to heal up all the way. That is a bummer. Oh well. And our final team are these Ewoks. I've already used my nest on the shot clones. So let's do a little Bastila with Cat. And we need a Galactic Republic in there, so we will go with Barris. That way Cat's bonuses go to the whole team. We'll put Chien on Barris, not that that's going to matter. And we'll call Cat in to do the damage. And they shouldn't be able to get through all the extra protection that Bassi puts on us, so this should just be an easy 54. But didn't quite get to the insta-kill. Maybe I can get to the insta-kill. Let's do that. Let's try and force our way there. Yes, alright. And that is gonna do it. A good win against a tough opponent. We got 29-35, a pretty low score, but that's better than 26-50. I will take the win happily and say thank you very much to Adrian for the match. Thank you for setting a good defense and attacking and participating. I appreciate that every one of my opponents this season, except for one, has actually set a defense and participated. My brother Bulma Fett has now faced 5 auto deploys out of 10 matches, which is just crazy. So, thank you, Adrian, for playing. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time in the final match of Season 21.